Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. All right. We got audio. And do we have chat? No chat? Ah, there we go. Chat's working. All right. Hello, hello. What's going on? What's on the menu this evening, sir? Nice. Yeah, I'm going the indulgent route today as well. I got a chicken. I did the $5 duo from Burger King. So I got the classic chicken sandwich and the chicken fries with the sweet and sour sauce. And I'm washing it down with some off-brand Mountain Dew. Gotta stay hydrated. Oh, I should plug this in. Just realized my phone battery is about to die. Let's get some music going, huh? I love this screen. It's so serene, but it's like every fiber of my being wants to pick up those planks in the middle of the floor there. I'm like, just pick it up. It's right there. Just pick it up. You're going to be disappointed because we're not doing any killing in this episode. In this episode, we're going to be building a boat. Now, for this piece, you're going to need your planer and your joiner. First, you're going to want to put it through the planer. Then you're going to want to use the joiner to hold it together to put it through the planer again. Next time on New Yankee Workshop. I'm pretty sure that's copyrighted music. I would, I mean, I'm not monetized yet, but I don't want to get strikes before I'm even monetized. Don't need Pantera taking my $2.73 per video. I don't actually know that that's what it is, but I think it's something like a penny for every like 100 views or 1,000 views or something. So like if you get 1 million views, you get like 10 grand, but you know, you get 1,000 views, it's like, here's $1. I don't know. I think it might be more than that, honestly. I think it might be like 7 or 8 cents per 1,000. I mean, I could make it louder. How's that? How's that? How's that? What? I can't hear you. I was not aware of that. I'll have to look into that. That might be useful. Although the music for this game... Well, let me turn this down. Sorry, it's still a little bit loud. There we go. How about now? Is that better? Can you hear me? Yo. I think I'm going to do my usual stick and start a few minutes early. I mean, I'm not starting yet. It's like 10 till. But I got a little carried away. I was like, let me just set this up. You know what? Actually, let me go ahead and set this up. No, yeah, let me just lay out some sticks blocks for the. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just fill in this one panel, like, and I just. You'll see. I got a little bit carried away. The ship isn't done, but suffice to say, I made some progress. What are we looking at here? Ooh. I know. Well, okay. So the reason why that happens is because it's not OBS that's lagging, right? So from the moment that you guys say something, there's a little bit of lag for that message to get to YouTube. And then there's another little bit of lag for the message to go from YouTube to BotsRick. And then there's another little bit of lag for BotRick to send the message to my overlay. So I have 3 layers of lag, no one of which is very long, but they add up. So yeah, there's something like a 10 or 15 second lag at least, and that's in the best case scenario. Oh yeah, that's an Ouroboros right there, because you're like, well, let me just go and sell all my stuff to the merchants. You buy out every merchant in town, and somehow you have more stuff than you did when you started. So you're like, well, I've got all the gold. Now I need to go find another town. And you go back to your ship, and you get to the next town, and you're like, all right, I'm going to sell all my stuff. It just keeps going. I've gone like 5, 6, 7 towns in a row where I go to sell all my stuff to the merchants, and somehow when I get back to the ship, I have more money, but somehow I also have more loot than I did when I left. Botrix is it's a bot that's it's a chat bot. It has a couple of different functions. I can set it to moderate chat. So like if somebody says a potty mouth word, it can automatically kick them out of chat. What I use it for is it reads chat in real time and then sends me every message in chat as an overlay so that I can see chat in the game while I'm playing. I know the easy, well, I could get a second screen, but the problem is that I would have to look at the second screen, and I'm really bad at that. I prefer to have an overlay because I'm already looking at this screen. So if I can put chat somewhere on the screen I'm already looking at, I'll notice when it moves and I can respond to it better. Well, like I said, that means there's a 3-step process. You guys to YouTube, YouTube to Botrix, and then Botrix to me. Does it? I'll have to look into that. Can Discord read YouTube's chat? Or is it just Discord reads Discord's chat? Because that's easy. I know how to do that. But if Discord can read YouTube's chat and put it in an overlay. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's probably when it's most noticeable because you hear me say test, test, test. And then it's like 20 seconds and you hear it again. All right, let's go ahead and get started. But you guys have made some good suggestions. I'm going to go look into some of this stuff. All right, so first, obviously, I added some stuff to the cockpit here, so it's a proper cockpit now. But you might notice some changes back here. And come on, Slappy, go down the hole. I put some more workstations down here just to kind of get a vibe of like where I want to put stuff. I got this pillar done. That was a lot of iron. And check this out. And I'm going to have 2 of these because I'm going to have one on the other side. Take a look at how it looks from the outside, though. I had to rebuild this thing. Look at that. I mean, I'll admit it doesn't look exactly like Galactica. I had to make some concessions for functionality, but I think that looks pretty awesome. And it's directly accessible from the... Like, I don't need to go out and then go in. It's directly accessible from the main ship. The thing that I'm going to get hung up on for a while is decorating this interior. I don't know what I'm going to do with this interior. Well, that's because games like Apex and the finals and stuff like that are so high-paced that if you take your eyes off the action for like a second to look at chat, you die. Like, those are not the kind of games where you talk. If people are watching you, I mean, because I've seen you play, and like, you're not watching because you want to chat with the guy. You're watching because I want to see you rack up kills. I want to see you stack 10 in 30 seconds. Yeah. Anyway, all right, so let's get started on this thing. I got to start the other side here. Now that I've done this side, it's probably going to be a little easier. But, and I thought, like I want to connect these, but how do I connect them? Because they're, like, separated. And then I realized I could hide the catwalk here to connect it underneath the arms, because I was already going to put these on, and I'm like, well, I could just put the bridge directly under the arms so that when you look at it from above, you can't really see them. They're, like, hidden. All right. I am gonna... It's this big honking hammer. Like, it does a lot of damage, but, like, when you're holding it, you can't see anything. Oh, I got my pickaxe up to +10 now. So now, when I use one of these, every block is a one-hit to break. Ba-dum-ba-dum. Alright, I am bound over here. Alright, so... Okay, I'm gonna have to... move this chest. So I got all this stone. Nope, I wanted this one. There we go. Do that. I don't know about pink. Maybe. Okay, so let's also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but since last time, I did a lot of contouring, so there's a lot more rounded edges because I swapped out, like, blocks for, like, stairs and slabs and stuff. So it's a lot more rounded off and tighter than it used to be. I mean, as rounded as you can make a game that only has cubes. Okay. And then we're going to do this one as well. I'll drop some more stuff on the floor. Just dropping stuff on the floor either. So I'm not sure that the rainbows, and like, I'm cool with rainbows and pink and stuff, but I'm not sure that aesthetic is going to work for a ship that is the last remnant of human civilization after it was attacked and genocided by super intelligent, self-aware robots. But I'll keep it on. It's a soft maybe. Maybe like a poster with a cat that says "Hang in there." Maybe. See, I don't. My hesitation. Like I already started putting in red, so I'm kind of leaning that direction. But my hesitation with doing blue again is I don't want to look like my other ship, because I already have a ship that's like my accent color is the rotten wood blue. Let me just take care of this guy real quick. All right, here's your daily dose of violence. Where is he? I just heard him. Where'd he go? There he is. There you go. I'll put that in there for now. Okay, that's an idea. I might do that. Hold on one second. There we go. All right, put that there. I don't know why I took that one out. I'm only doing the bottom one. All right. There. That one's fine. There we go. Yeah, I agree. Actually, I don't think I have any of the wallpaper blocks, though. Let me check. No. Yeah, I don't have any of them yet. I don't even have most of the cloth blocks yet. I haven't really been hitting up the builders that much. I gotta get on that. There we go. Wait, did I have... Those are slabs, but... Okay, yeah, those are also slabs. And then I can start putting... Okay. All right. I would really... Like, I can't wait for creative mode. That's going to open up so many opportunities for, like, creative buildings and stuff. There we go. All right. And then, oh, you know what? Did I? No, I don't have any containers down here. Hold on 1 second. Took like an hour to fill 55 by 55 floor. Oh yeah, that's huge. I mean, you saw how many episodes it took me to build my base, and it had 3 floors. Plus the roof. And the pilot house. But the pilot house was tiny compared to the rest of it. Where is... Oh, there they are. That's what I was looking for. The build of 1,000 stairs starts with a single block. There we go. All right. Gotta do this one. That's right. I got storage here now. I can just put stuff here. I'll put these here. Get this meat out of here. Sort out this whole hot bar. Okay, where do I want to... Sorry, I'm like a little kid with like a Whopper. Like I'm keep spinning it around looking for a good spot to put my first bite. But it all looks the same. Okay, I think I know what I want to do here. Okay. Oh, wrong shape. I want to do that one. No, not that one. That one. I think the front was... two, and then how much was it on the back? 1, 2, 3. 2 and 3. All right. And then it's 5. I think it's blocks. Right? It's blocks, not slabs. It is blocks, but there's looks like a layer of slabs underneath it. Just picked up some stone. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys about this little innovation over here. And I'd seen someone else do this before, and I thought, you know, I can use that. So I have over here, I had this too deep, too high, and I'm like, I could put some chests here, but that would look weird. So I made these. These have the same storage space as a large chest. But you could turn them sideways, stick them in the wall. And it's like a hidden storage compartment in the wall that if you don't walk up to it, you don't even notice it. And they're huge. There's right here, there's 1, 2, and 3 storage chests. All right. So I got to do 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also 5 at this end. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll complete it, and then we'll fill it in. I feel like doing the floor first. That way I won't keep falling off when I'm working on the higher parts, and if I do fall, I won't fall very far. I'm so glad I had stick blocks to do it with. I redesigned and rebuilt that thing so many times. And like I built it I built it completely, the whole thing out of stick blocks. And then looked at it and I'm like, that's terrible. And I tore it all down and did it again. Probably like 5 times before I finally settled on this design. Just constantly alt-tabbing back and forth between the picture of the ship and the build, and it was like, man, sometimes you just gotta like trial and error. That was like my main reason for like, I'm not gonna sit here and do this on stream because it's gonna take the whole stream of me just building the nose cone of this thing over and over and over again. It's gonna be so boring. How wide is this? That's still 5 wide? Okay. How many deep is it, though? 3? Okay. 1, 2, 3. So, like, listen, my favorite thing of the sneak peek that they put out this morning was the steamer localizer. It's like, I don't know how to say it's a laser that shoots swords, I guess is the like you turn it on and it shoots a laser at the closest sword or axe or armor or whatever. It's like this is it. This is the thing. Down 1. What are you referring to, down 1? Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I put it too high. Got to redo the whole thing now. I completely missed the... Well, this part I can leave. You know, I'm gonna go get a potion. Make this go quicker. Hey, Blackad. I don't know if you watch it from the start, but check this out. I got quite a bit done. I got kind of anxious and started building. Looking pretty good. It's not Galactica, but it looks pretty good. I'm like, the Galactica influence is there. Oh, right. I was going to do this. Make this go way faster. Thank you. Welcome to chat. One hall? What do you mean by one hall? Yeah. Oh, and so you can get into it from over here. And I got like containers and stuff set up. I can't wait till they give us some glass blocks so I can put skylights in here. So while I'm doing this, I'd like to do some brainstorming. I am coming up on 1,000 subs, and so I'm going to have to do 1,000 sub special. I already built a new ship for 500 subs. And I thought, oh, you know what? I could record myself killing every boss in the game. But that video was only 4.5 minutes long. And I killed all 3 types of Ents. So I'm like, okay, that's not... Because, like, I went in, like, 1 shot on the Ent, 1 shot on the Ent, 1 shot on the Ent, 1 shot on the Wraith Lord, 2 shots on the Skeleton King. The Golem took me, like, 3 or 4 swings. And the Colossus, that one took me 15 seconds. But it's like, that's not enough. I spent more time finding them than I did killing them. Yeah, I was going for like a, or I am going for like a Galactica. Okay, so there should be a step down right here. Yeah, right. So what do you guys think? What can I do for 1,000 subscriber special? Maybe just a thank you video? That feels like a cop-out, though. I want to do something interesting. Maybe I could do that idea I was talking about with the, I don't even know what goes underneath here. Is this slabs that go under here? It is, but only around the edge, and then... Maybe I could do that idea I had where I was going to spend 1,000 days in a rotten biome. I think that's right. Let me check that. I already did that. I gave away 3 copies of the game. I did that for the pre-early access release stream that I did. Okay, yeah, that's right. I want to do something I haven't done before. There's got to be some kind of like a challenge that I can do. What is this doing here? Don't go there. All right, and then we'll put some on this side. And then. I forgot what show it that was. I think that was Dude, Where's My Car? Oh, why the hell am I so high off the ground? I think maybe because I was working on the bottom of this thing. But I don't need to be this high up anymore. Perfect. You want to leave it just barely. Just a single ray of light getting between the floor and your ship. That way you don't have to worry about, like, you see how there's just the tiniest little gap there? So that's why I don't ever have to worry about my ship getting stuck in an island when I log back in the next day. Because it's not actually touching the island. So if it's not touching the island, it can't sink into it. Who was it that told me that? I think it was someone in this stream that was like, just leave it just a little bit off the ground. Like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I think it might have been just flipping work. Okay, okay. Like, I have to keep going back and forth to reference this. 2, and then block goes there. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. I know what's going on. That's not what I wanted to put there. Man, it's like I've already got the template laid out. Oh, the custom map? It was actually pretty good. He said what he was trying to do was kind of like recreate a like a Mortivar dungeon kind of a vibe, but with like a unique layout. And I think he really captured it well. Like you can see in like the little details and stuff. And he came to me, he's like, hey, can you test this for me? And like it was so close before I got there that like, I was like, I don't know, some more spider webs maybe. It was like trivial things. Like, it needs more rats. He had like 4 or 5 rats in there. I'm like, no, dude, you need like 2 dozen. Ah, there they are. I was only able... That was one of the things that I did. Comment I was only able to find 8 of the... because he put 10 runalights in there somewhere as like a mini game. And there was a couple that I was like, you know, if you were to put like a glowing flower of some kind next to that, it would draw people's eye to it and they'd be more likely to spot it. Because that's something I think like the Everwind designers are like really good at, is like subtle hints like embedded in the environment. Like whenever I go to fight a Wraith Lord, sometimes, you know, there's a gem of force hidden underneath one of the graves, and you could tell because there's like a little blue glow coming out. And like, ooh, there it is. It's in this one. I mean, yeah, he just had creative mode. He used a mod to do it, but yeah, there's no reason you can't create your own map. I mean, if you're really dedicated, you could do it right now in survival. You just got to fly around and collect all the resources. There's a few things you won't be able to do, like placing spider webs on the ceiling, because there's no spider web placeable object. For that kind of stuff, you need creative mode. But, I mean, other than that, I mean, you've seen the castle that I built. This is a game that, like, really embraces that creative spirit. Let me take a look at what's over here. One, two, three. Okay. Yeah, trees too. Like, I would love to be able to place or grow trees. Coal? Where? Some rocks. Oh, yeah, the stick blocks. I put these here so I could put down the keel. So I could put this in. All right. So I think okay, so the center 3 rows are solid blocks. I love that when you put your cursor on a block that it outlines the block. So it's almost like X-ray. You can see the entire block through the solid floor. So I can tell that these are solid blocks. But what is it? This one is a slab? So the ones in the corner are slabs? Okay. Yeah, at a glance. I wish all of that was coal. There we go. All right. So then how far that way does it go? All right. So I've been like really getting into like Celtic lore lately. And in particular, the there's a and it's not known if this is a real person. I don't think it's known. But I mean, somebody must have written his poetry. So whoever that person is, the guy's name is Taliesin. I don't know if that's a real person or a character of folklore, but there are supposedly 25 or 24 poems written by this person. There they are. That's what I was looking for. I'm going to move this stone. Put it in here for now. That might be that feels like a good spot for the stone, actually. That might be its permanent home. How far? 2 past. Okay. And anyway, I was listening to this documentary earlier, and like all of the stories that they tell, they're all like life lessons, but they're also just like genuinely good stories. Like there's one about a king who is approached by a goddess who's like, she's like the goddess of like, and they have like abstract concepts, right? Like she's not the goddess of war. She's the goddess of like good fortune and like successful battle, or like it's more abstract than just saying the goddess of war. And she comes to this guy and she's like, I can make it so you win this battle that you got coming up. And the guy is like, yeah, but then I would owe you a favor, so no. And it ends up backfiring. He wins the battle without her, but then realizes that he's going to have to like owe her a debt anyway because he rejected her, and you don't reject a god. Like, it's a god. You don't say no. Ray, when someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes. All right. So then that one and that one should be slabs. But anyway, I thought it was really cool. What's up? Maybe it'd be easier if I try to build this from the bottom, from underneath.
Did I do that right? I think I did. Yeah. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 on the front there. Oh my god. See, this is why I put down all these blocks. Because I keep falling in the frickin' water. Because some genius decided to put my ship here. I don't know who that was. Oh, wait. Those are slabs. That's not what I wanted to do there. Oh yeah, wait till you see when I get all the detail work done. I think, yeah, 3 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, I think is how I had it. Maybe I should just go ahead and fill this in. No, I'm not going to bother. Yeah, I always like to put just a touch of color in somewhere. You know? I think, I'm going to change one little thing here. I think I'm going to put a solid block there. See how that looks. What do you think? Maybe, should I make the red blocks on either side solid as well, or should I just leave them slabs? What do you guys think? Should I make those solid blocks? Let's see how it looks. Okay. I like that. I'm going to stick with that for now. All right. I think. Let me see if I got that right. Negative. I made a mistake. I think it's this one here. I got to remove this block right here. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. What do you mean by thrusters? I need to look at the bottom of this thing again. I put my engines back there. So like, here, let me show you what it looks like. Looks pretty sick. It's so cool. It's so cool. I feel like, what's his name? Is it Chet? What's the name of Napoleon Dynamite's older brother? Come on, Napoleon, you know I'm training to be a cage fighter. 3. Oh, well, that's one too many. Dang it. There we go. All right, so I think that's where that. So, all right, I'm gonna put 3 blocks there, and I think yeah, it's just slabs all the way around. So I just put a slab here. And a slab here. And then slab. No, not there. Slab. And then let me take another look at how I did that on the front. Okay, so there's steps. Block goes there. And then that. That's a great idea, and I do have enough iron. I don't think I have the... If I recall, the reason I didn't use iron bars is because I don't have the recipe. Ooh, I do have it. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do that. That's a good idea. It'll look better. And, although I don't know, I kind of like the little bit... We'll see. I'm gonna swap one of them out to see how it looks. We'll do that later, and if I like it, I'll swap the other 3. Because that actually... I feel like that's a good idea. Like, that has the... It has the vibe of a good idea, you know what I mean? Okay, so we need some red blocks. And I believe that's how I had it. Yeah. A gold grate on thrusters? Ain't gonna be gold very long. Also, they melt pretty quick because gold has a very low melting temperature. Don't say, well, it's pyrite, because you know what? Pyrite's flammable. It's made with sulfur. Is that how I had that? Gold on the gray stone. How would I do that? I mean, I went with the red because Galactica's got, like, on the nose up here, like this right here is actually on Galactica. That's where I got the idea from. Oh. I think that's how I got that. Yeah, and then solid blocks flanked by slabs. Those are upside down stairs down there. Okay. Purple would look really cool. Black would work, but it feels like basic. But I think the purple would look really cool. Dang it, why does it keep doing that? I didn't jump that hard. Come on, teleport. Like, this speed is a blessing and a curse. Okay, well, that was weird. Are you guys collabing in my chat? All right, so that goes there and there. And there. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So behind that is solid. Wait until he's distracted. Yeah, I don't stay distracted for long, but it's easy to distract me again. Those are slabs. I want to know what's up there. Why did it overshoot again? Oh my god! It's funny you should mention Star Trek. We actually saw a video today about. So there's these 2 episodes where Geordi LaForge has like an engineering issue. So he goes and pulls up the schematics of the Enterprise in the holodeck, and there's like all these logs and files and stuff from the original designer of the Enterprise, who's a woman named Dr. Leah Brahm. And so throughout the episode, he's like talking to this hologram and like, I guess, you know, getting to know her, and he eventually falls in love with her. But it's just a hologram. It's not the real person. And then in another episode, like the next season, this all comes back up because the real Leah Brahm comes to the ship and she's like, I want to see the modifications that you made to the engine. And he's like, oh yeah, sure, let me show you. And so at one point, he's like busy, right? He's like working on something. And she goes, oh, well, I'm just going to go and look at the schematics in the holodeck. And she goes in there and she finds the holographic version of herself and replays the file where he kisses the hologram. And it's like, ooh, awkward. Yeah, that was some cringiness. This person like recut the video so that it had like a vibe of like, you know, the movie Obsession that's like blowing up theaters right now. It had that kind of energy to it, where he's like, you know, it's Geordi. He's your boy. He's cool. And then like they go and make it all weird. Hey, you distracted me with Star Trek. Not fair. Oh, yeah. So that Dark Knight thing, that happens when you get fog and rain at the same time at night. It's not frequent. But when that happens, it becomes absolutely pitch black. Like, there's just an opaque wall of black in front of your ship, like 5 feet. When that happens, you might as well just set her down and just wait it out. Okay. Let me see what block that is. Solid block, okay. Get Buddy out of here? Is he like a cat or something? What's behind it? It's another solid block, another solid block. Okay. So this is a 2x6 right here. And then what's after that? Probably something like that. Let me see if that looks right. It's not right. So those aren't solid blocks. Nope, that's upside down. There we go. I think that's right. Let me go check it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, in the original episode where that happened, they played it like really sweet. Like, you know, he fell for her because she's got this brilliant mind and he respected her as a peer and a colleague and all that. But it's like, dude, you know, that's not the real person. Like, and that's the thing about the holodeck and Star Trek. You know what? It feels like Star Trek predicted you know, people using AI to make videos of people that they didn't authorize. Because that's like almost exactly what that is. It's like he put her face and personality in a place that she's like, I didn't give permission for this. Yeah, it was a very cringy lesson about consent. And as usual, Star Trek was way ahead of its time. It's like, you would think that that would be like a Commander Barkley episode, because Commander Barkley is like the incel on the Enterprise. But no, it was Geordi LaForge, who's usually like, it's like, yeah, I'm smart, but I'm also cool and suave, and I have this really sexy visor, and everybody digs me, and I'm funny and charismatic, but I'm also kind and humble, and I have a heart of gold. You don't expect it from him. But I think maybe that's kind of the point, because like, he's the stereotypical nice guy bro. Like, you know, well, I'm a nice guy, so you're supposed to like me and fall in love with me and date me. It's like, not if I don't want to. There's just the idea of being owed. Like, Star Trek was so ahead of its time, man. Like, the fact that they're like subtly commenting on like red pill culture, like 40 years ahead of time. Oh, not 40 years. This would have been 90s, so 30 years. Man, has it really been 30 years? All right. Let me see if that looks right now. All right. Yes, it does. So now, on top of that, we can put it's like I want to go forward half a block and it goes 3 blocks? Okay. No. Can I just go forward half of like that? That's what I want. And it goes, okay. I don't know. I'm not sure that there would be like a better way to do it, because it's like the alternative would be to like have. Did I do that right? Okay, yeah, that's right. Would be to have the speed like build up. I am not an unk. Yes, I do have nieces, but I am not an unk. And a nephew who's old enough to drink. But I am not an unk. It's not me, it's the children that are out of touch. You wound me, good sir.
See, that's the thing though. It's like I don't want to get too comfortable with that because then like one day I'm gonna like walk into the kitchen where my nieces are sitting and like turn the chair around, spin my hat backwards, and be like, "Can I rap with you for a minute?" It's like, please go away. let's rap. What's happening in the hood? You kids know that drugs are totally bogus, right? Like, unk. Nobody said bogus in 30 years. I'm hip. It's funny. Nobody who uses the word hip is hip. Unless they're talking about, oh, I dislocated my hip. Yes, I know. Circle of life, Simba. First you are born, then you grow up. If you are lucky, in high school you are cool. Then, after you graduate high school, your younger brother has children, and you become an unk. See, I kind of want to go the Rick Sanchez route, where I'm not like an unk, I'm like the cool grandpa that has like a spaceship and lasers in his eyes. Do they make prosthetic livers? Okay, that's right. And then that's right. Why minus the drinking? That's the best part. He has a flask with a portal in the bottom. The other end of which is in the bottom of a giant grain silo full of vodka. And he's built like this whole little village that their only job is to make vodka and keep the silo full. So he's literally got a bottomless vodka in his pocket at all times. That's awesome. I don't really like vodka though. I prefer rum. I like sweet. Mix it with some nice dark cola like a Coca-Cola or a Pepsi and some lime and a little bit of maybe some mint if you want to get exotic. Or you make a mojito, mix it with some 7-Up or some Sprite. Or just go straight Bacardi and Cola. That's always good. Okay, so this solid, and then special. So is it the special or just special? See, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's 2.5 rows of that. I was in Jamaica once on when I was little. My mom took us on a cruise, on like one of those Disney cruises, you know, where you're like, it's 4 days in Disneyland and then like 3 days on a cruise ship. Maybe it was the other way around. I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? 4 days in Disneyland is not enough. 2 weeks is not enough. How many rides there are in this park? Like, day one is literally just riding around on the monorail, looking at all the rides you're going to ride tomorrow. Ah, okay, got it. That's good to know in case I'm ever out that way. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna lean into the unk. Maybe I'm just gonna embrace it with gusto. Why not? Unks are awesome. They show up twice a year for Christmas and your birthday. They buy you all the cool toys that your parents are too broke to buy. Yeah. Hashtag unk is OP. No. Go bless it, jig nab, flippity gibbets. Now, see, that's not... See, that's like... They're desecrating two things at once there. Okay, if you're going to do energy drinks, you don't do rum. You take a shot of Jägermeister, and you take a glass of energy drink, usually Red Bull, and you drop the shot glass whole into the glass of energy drink, and then you pound the whole thing. You'll get hammered in a hurry, and you'll have like a ton of energy to party the whole night. 2 or 3 of those, and you're just rocking out all night. I don't know if the Jaeger bomb is still a thing. I'm sure college kids still do it. And if you're ever in Chicago, I highly recommend trying Malort. It's a local delicacy. It's delicious. You'll love it. Make sure to go to the bartender and be like, hey, I'm new to Chicago. I heard you guys had this thing called Malort. Can I have some? They will stop the music to watch you drink it. Like, everybody, look. Turn off the music. This guy's going to drink Malort for the first time. Okay. Oh, yeah. So, if you want to know what Malort tastes like, what you do is you go get a used dirty ashtray, right, with lots of ash in it. You melt a rubber band into it, and then you spill some orange juice on it and drink it. And you're getting close. Malort is vile. I don't think I've ever seen anyone take a shot of that stuff and then go, or not say, why do people drink this? All right, I'll have another one. All right. Focus. Focus, Dingerson. See, that right there, that is my like what's the word I'm looking for here? My tell. My unk tell. I really liked the Cobra Kai series on Netflix. Like, that was my jam. Yeah. Listen, what I will say is this, okay? Drinking a shot of Malort when you come to Chicago is a rite of passage. You know? It's like going to the DMV to get your driver's license for the first time. It sucks, but you have to do it. Like, you don't want to be like, hey, everybody, this guy won't drink Malort. You just have random, like, people coming up to you on the street. You make me sick. Women spitting on you for no reason. Like, you got some kind of problem with Chicago? You don't like Chicago? It's like, no, Malort is disgusting. Wait, no, it's disgusting. Drink it anyway. You think you're better than us? No, that's New York. In fact, I think it's a specific borough in New York that I forget what, I think it was How I Met Your Mother, where they were like, everybody from this particular, like, I think it was the Bronx. Everybody from the Bronx, they ask people who aren't from the Bronx, you think you're better than us? Maybe it was Queens. No, Queens is pretty hoity-toity. My understanding as someone out of touch is that trendy frat drink is Borg, a gallon of juice with a full bottle of spirits designed to get you toxically drunk. Oh, yeah, I mean, there was a thing back in that, like, college guys are always coming up with new ways to, like, commit suicide with alcohol. Like, you know, back in my day, the big thing was butt chugging. And it is exactly what it sounds like. These guys, instead of drinking the alcohol, would have put a hose up their butt and just with a funnel pour the alcohol into their intestines. Now, this will get you rip-roaring drunk, but because you are bypassing your liver and going straight to the intestines to absorb all that alcohol directly into your bloodstream, there's a very, very, very high chance that you will die of alcohol poisoning. It's super ultra mega dangerous. Like, I've never done it because I don't want to die. And there have been several instances of guys doing it. And they go and do it with, like, whiskey and stuff. They're not like, oh, well, we're just going to butt chug some beer. They're like, no, let's get some Yukon Jack. Some high proof stuff and butt chug that. It's like, you can't do that. We're drinking straight ethanol. Well, that's because in Jamaica you have taste. Like every country has stereotypes. I don't think I've ever heard a negative thing said about Jamaican people. They're fun to be around. Like, that's the only thing I've heard. Like, I've never heard anyone say, like, man, I hate those Jamaicans. Like, I've never heard that. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about a Jamaican person. And it's like, how? How do you have a whole country of people and no one has one bad thing to say about you? Like, you guys don't have that, well, like, oh, that's Scott. Scott's a jerk. We don't talk to Scott. He's the one bad Jamaican. Okay. Brum, brum. Brum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, brum, brum.
I have? I do have. Okay. Let me go ahead and put the rest of this, like, ledge on here. I don't need to be on the outside of this. I can do this from in here. I had no idea. Have any of you guys ever heard of the town of Ketchikan, Alaska? It's a tourist town. So if you look at Alaska, right? And you know how there's like a peninsula up at the top that kind of arcs over towards Japan, but then there's another dangly bit like way down at the bottom that kind of gets really close to Seattle, Washington. Ketchikan is on the very tip of the dangly piece by Seattle, Washington. So it's like the furthest south major city in the state of Alaska. And it's actually kind of cool because you're thinking like, oh, Alaska, that must have been freezing balls. Actually, no, because this particular town is situated on the southern face of a mountain range that wraps like 2/3 of the way around the city. It's on the edge of an island, right? So it does get cold, but because it's got this like basically a natural like wall, it's like a shield against that northern wind. That cold northern wind doesn't come down into Ketchikan. So it doesn't get below 40 degrees all year long. It almost never reaches freezing temperature. It gets chilly. It's cold. Like, you know, it's sweater weather, but I mean, for us, for them, that's shorts and t-shirt weather. They're like, yeah, it's only 40 degrees, 45 degrees. It's nothing. Yeah. The big natural stone barrier. That's great. And, but it rains like a ton because it gets all the same precipitation, but with none of that, with none of the precipitation freezing into snow, it just falls as rain. So it's like, and I know people from Ketchikan. That's why I was up there. And they're like, yeah, they didn't like the Twilight movie because Twilight said it's the rainiest city in America. It's like, and everybody in Ketchikan is like, no, it's not. We have way more rain than Seattle. It's like, okay, it's the rainiest city in the country that anybody's heard of. But it's actually a nice, like it's a tourist town. So in the summertime, when it gets up to like 70, 75 degrees, that's the other thing. It never gets very cold. It also never gets like blistering hot because it's so far north. So like in the summer, like 70, 75, maybe 78 or 79. The whole time I was there, it never touched 80. It just doesn't get that hot. So it's like, you know, a little cool or a little warmer, like perfect temperature all year round, right? And it's just a tourist town. Like the main attraction up there is like when the cruise ships come into town, and there's like all these like jewelry shops and chocolate shops, and there's a lumberjack show. And there's like tourists, not tourists. There's tours where you can go and like, oh, let's go tour this ancient Native American burial ground. It's like, no, but we'll be respectful. We'll just look from outside. We won't go in. Some of them are just wilderness tours. Let me take a look at this. Okay, yeah, so I'm ready to start putting in. And then what's in that corner? Okay, vertical stairs. don't seem right. I think I put the vertical stairs too soon. Yeah, not there. I don't think there's anything in here. I knew I was doing something wrong there. That just looked goofy. There we go. All right. Now we're making progress. I thought this would go like way faster because like I've already got a design to follow. But it's like, yeah, I got a design to follow, but it's super complicated. Like when you get the instructions for like a Lego Star Wars, like build your own Death Star or something. Like, oh, this will be quick, and then you open it, it's like 87 pages. And then I keep making mistakes like that. All right, so what do we got here? The first ship was 1 block off. What do you mean, like off center? Or? I made if you go and look at my last video that I did on my, I don't know if it was the last one. No, it was like the second one where I put in like the whole, with the pillars and the ring with the lights and stuff. I made a mistake. My pillars in the central area of my castle were off center by 1 block. Not horizontally, but like they were too far forward. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not redoing all of that. I'm just going to learn to live with it. Maybe someday when I'm bored, I'll go back and redo it. Anima, wait. Okay, so they are blocks. Okay. Stupid blocks. Okay, let's take a look at... We are almost done. Almost there. What's the back of this thing look like? You know, I know an easier way to do this. There we go. All right. Two. All right. So then we need some slabs there. Okay. So now we're just putting slabs on here. Okay, so then we put steps on top of that. Okay. Slab stair. Okay. Okay, so it is stairs all the way to the end. Yeah. So who's going to see Spider-Man this weekend? I am. If you've already seen it, don't say anything. Only spoilers. Not even joke spoilers, like, oh, Voldemort's his father. Darth Vader kills Dumbledore. Yeah, I think I will. I'm pretty deep into like the Marvel MCU fandom thing. Like, even movies that other people were like, dude, that was hot doggy duty. I'm like, I thought it was okay. I mean, because the thing is, like, with the MCU, it's like, even when they put out a steamer, it's like, yeah, but there was some good parts in there. It wasn't all bad, and I know that it's leading up to something bigger. I was really upset with that whole, what happened with the actor that played Kang. It's like, bro.
Bourbon and tequila. Kentucky Bourbon Trail a couple times a year. The Kentucky Bourbon Trail, is that like a thing? I'm not familiar with that. Enlighten me. How many blocks out is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So is it like a pub crawl or something? Where you got a bunch of like infamous pubs to drink a whiskey? Oh, okay. So it's like tours and stuff. Okay, that's a little bit more substantive than just a pub crawl. Not that pub crawls aren't fun. Pub crawls are fun. But it's like, if you're doing a pub crawl with anything other than beer, like, you're gonna be sloshed by the end of the night. Two, three, four, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Okay, I see. There we go. All right. Woodford Reserve makes a peach bitters that they use in their old-fashioned pretty spectacular. Huh. I'll be honest, I'm not like too deep into like I'm pretty basic when it comes to alcohol. I'll drink tequila if it's like a celebratory thing, like, you know, New Year's or Cinco de Mayo or something like that, some like a party environment, you know. But other than that, like, I stick to. So I used to drink Bacardi because I'm Cuban and that's a Cuban rum. At least that's where it started. But I've actually moved over to this other one. I don't drink it very often because it's expensive. It's called Kraken. I just like stuff with a nautical theme. When I want something cheaper, I go with Sailor Jerry. So it's not named after my dad, but my dad was a sailor named Jerry. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I am. Y también puedo hablar español. My mother's Cuban. My father is Irish. So I'm mixed. Indeed. But like, when I say my dad's Irish, I mean he's like 12% Irish. He's like Irish and Norwegian, and there's some Finland in there, probably some German. He's from all over the like super ultra white countries. My mother is 1/4 native Cuban Indian and 3/4 Spanish. So she's like full on Cuban. And yes, I know Spain is a white country. There's a lot of fair-skinned people there. I mean, like, you know, the cultural difference. So I have always been fond of saying that I am 49% Irish and 51% Cuban, because that is the culture that I most identify with, that I know the most. Like, I know how to dance salsa. I know how to make a Cuban coffee. I know how to make flan. I know how to make croquetas and a Cuban sandwich. I know, you know, like Guantanamera and Chan Chan. Like all the... I'm not going to sit here and say I'm an expert of Cuban culture and music, but I know the basics. They check the boxes. What'd you have, anyone? Alright. I made quite a bit of progress while you were gone. It's basically done, I think. Let me just give it a quick once over. No, I see a mistake that I made. Ooh. You had me at bacon, you lost me at mushrooms. Not a mushroom guy. Okay, that looks better. Okay. I think it came out okay. It definitely doesn't look like Galactica, but it looks pretty cool. If I could double the length, I could get a better Galactica vibe going. Curry chicken is good. I used to live right around the corner from this Indian restaurant. I eat there at least once a week. I'm pretty international when it comes to food. Jamaicans got some good food too. All right, let's start shall we? putting some chests in. Man, I didn't even realize how many of these I had. Look at this. And I had this family member that's they're family by marriage, right? And I think they're Colombian. And they had this dish they used to make that was yellow rice and chicken, like layered. And I think there was like a layer of mayonnaise in there, and then there was some peas. It was so good. Like, I love trying food from other countries because people come up with such unique ways to mix flavors. All right. Let's start. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 4 of these out, right? So I'm going to put one there and there. Oh, you know what? I didn't put these out yet. What are you doing? Oh, I have this set up over here. Okay, that's what I thought. What? Did it? All right. For every single. This is amazing. So much storage space. All right. Oh, and then I got to get my 3 dressers. Yeah, dressers are trolling me. I've been promoted from Unk to Bro. Alright, let's get some more wardrobes in here. Oh, wait. You know what I forgot to put in here? Like, I need a path of egress. Dang it. I didn't want to put that there. I was just thinking. I'm going to put these upstairs. Instead, what I'm going to do is probably going to need to be 4 long. I'm going to put some kind of stairs in here. Because I like having a way to get into the ship when it's landed on the ground that isn't teleportation. Because, like, if I go over here, right, into this ship, and I interact with this, now I can't teleport up in there. So it's like, I have to find some other way to get in. That's why I busted a hole in the side over here, so I could get in this way. But that's not, I can't do that forever. Like, I'm not going to patch it up yet, not until I get this other stairs in. So let me see, how high off the ground is this? P. I'll do that. No, it needs to be more. The Stargate lifestyle? Oh yeah, with the portals. Yeah, dude, that looks so awesome. I don't know if we need both systems though, because they're like, well, we're gonna have a system where you can just teleport to every ship that you own. But they're also gonna have teleporter pads, and it's like, well, I could just put the pads on my ship. So I don't need another system to teleport to my ship. I'll just use the pad. I don't think that they should have a second system. Just use the teleporter. The steamer teleporter, which looks awesome, and it gives me another cool station. Like, because eventually I want to have like a steamer workshop in my castle where it's like, I've got the processing station and I've got the steamer teleporter and I've got, you know, the water reclamation thing, what's it called? The moisture collectors. And I've got the steamer localizer, and just have a bunch of like steamer gadgets in there. That's what I want. No, they were pretty clear that because the teleporter that they showed in the video was on a ship. The teleport to any ship you own. I think what they were talking about there is when you get out your compass, you would get a radial dial, like one of these. But instead of selecting the shape, you'd be selecting which ship you want to go to. Ideally, that's what I'm hoping, is that they are conjoined systems. That you can teleport to any ship using your compass, provided that the ship has a teleporter pad on it already. Otherwise, you can only go to the ship you're bound to. I don't know. We'll have to see what they do. Either way, like either version is good, and I'm not going to complain. Because both meet my needs for what I want to do with them, so I don't care which version they do. Or if they do both, all the better. I'm not sure we need both, but if they do both, okay. Alright. Alright, I was going to put these in. There we go. And then I need some little tables. So I think this one, I'm just going to have these extra treasure chests. I'm the most excited about that they're going to start supporting mods. Because that means we won't just be waiting for one development team. Like, we can download mods and start doing cool, fun stuff while they're developing the game. It'll be more content for us, more content from my channel, because I can start reviewing mods. That's going to be awesome. That is going to be so much fun. I'll move that over there. Ba-da-ba-da. Yep. Let's see. I like using this one. Every time somebody goes, mods go burr or something goes burr, I'm like, I want to be like, why is it cold? Yeah, I'm not helping my case against Unk. Although that's not even Unk, that's a dad joke. That's beyond Unk level. I am not a coder. No. Why are you trolling me? It goes brrr because it's printing money. Everybody knows that. Try to troll me. Yeah, you're like, computer go brrr. Hey, dude, you might want to get that checked. It's not supposed to make that sound. Okay, let's make some chests. Some big boy chests. 11. Yeah, that's a good start. Oops. Am I out of nails? Is that... yeah, I am out of nails. Okay. Well, we can fix that. There we go. Yeah, I think it's going to make the whole ecosystem better. Somebody online was talking about that they don't want to play the game until they put the drill in, and I was like, but fun. And he's like, yeah, I just want the drill. It's, you know. And it just occurred to me, like, if they put in creative mode, this dude could just give himself the drill. And then switch back to survival, and there's your drill. Enjoy. Assuming they have it where you can, like, alt-tab between game modes. Like in Minecraft. I don't know why they wouldn't do that. Oh, it doesn't? Well, that sucks. Do you need, like, a skill to use it? Probably a skill in the engineer skill tree. So it'll probably be added at the same time as the engineer's tree. Alright, you guys, marvel at the majesty of my new ship. I'll be right back.
All right, I am back. Sorry for that. Nature called and would not take a message. All right. So, let's take another crack at these stairs. So I think I need to move them back one. I think that's going to be my solution here. Come on, switch. I have a feeling that the drill is gonna be more than just. I'm over on the other one. Okay. I have a feeling the drill is gonna be more than just a tool. I think it might be a relatively powerful but not S tier weapon that's gonna be like the signature weapon for the engineer. There's one thing I do know for sure is that, and I can't tell you guys how I know this, there are certain pieces of advanced weapons and armor that instead of being advanced or master skill to use, like on the warrior skill tree, they have the technical. I don't know what this means, but my theory is that it means that there's going to be a skill in the engineer's skill tree, and that these are going to be the weapons and the armor that the engineer uses. Which is why in all the videos, we always see the engineer wearing steamer armor. Kind of like how in the early Fallout games, you had to have the power armor feat in order to wear power armor. Only people with the technical training to work a piece of advanced equipment like that would know how it works. All right, let's lift this ship up about a block, so I want to get up underneath it. That should be good. I want to add let me do it on this side first. This side seems to be a little bit easier to access. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like well, I guess we'll find out in due time. There we go. Why did you turn around? Blocks be trolling me. This looks off. Why does this look like this? That's what threw me off. That block right there. Okay, there we go. That's better. Yeah, I could see them adding in, you know, like a pumpkin you can wear on your head or something like that, or like a skull mask. Or like a witch hat. Ooh, a witch hat would be awesome. I think that's right. Yeah. Okay. Then we'll put that and that. Oh, I don't actually know what I'm talking about. I'm just making random guesses. I'm speculating. I generally try to avoid spoilers mainly because I don't want to say, oh, this is definitely in the game, and then the game comes out and it's not there, and they're like, hey, you're a phony! Because even if I knew that something was going to be put into the game, I don't know that it's going to stay. So I could end up making a fool of myself. All right. That should do. What am I stuck on? Nothing there. What am I stuck on? Jeez, this thing is so fast. No, stuck. No. God, frick it. What is holding me up? I don't get it. It's gotta be like some invisible corner. That's fine. I got what I wanted. I can just do this for now. I just wanted to, in case I interacted with the other ship's cockpit, which I've done frequently,
I just wanted to have a way to get in and out right here. Wondering what to fill this space with. I don't know. I'll think about it later. All right. I might make a landing pad later. That's an idea. Oh, you know what? Let me check that. I know exactly what I could put there if it'll fit. But let me see if I've got the auxiliary space. I think it'll fit in there. No. I know exactly what I'm putting there. Where is it? Do I have the recipe for it yet? I may not have the recipe. Oh, you know what? I know where I've got an extra one. Perfect spot. Haha. And then where did I put? No, I have some. Ah, here we go. That should be plenty. Yeah, and then I'll put some of the blue lights up here, which, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. That was another thing I did during the downtime. I found a couple of steamer mines. Some of these, you get so many lights out of them. Look at this, I got 23 of these. There's so many glitched lights. I never noticed until I started looking for them. Now I see them everywhere. Yeah, perfect. And I love the color of the blue on this stone. Oh, this is going to look so good. Yeah, I'm going to need like way more. I got 11 from just one. And then I got the other 13 from like 2 others, but sometimes you get a lot from just one. And they refresh. If you leave and come back after 4 hours, you can do it again. So when you find one, like in my other save, I found one that's got like 13. I farmed that. I have like 2 stacks of lights now on my other save. Because I keep going back to that one dungeon that's got 13 lights in it. And the cool thing is it's like right next to my capybara merchant. So every time I go to the capybara merchant, I stop over there and get 13 more lights. All right, let's set up shop up here. I don't have a weapon crafting station over here yet. Well, we're gonna have to fix that. I don't have nails.
You know, I think I'm going to set up more than one furnace. I've got room for it. And I have been in scenarios more than once where I was like setting up 3, 4, 5, 6 at a time. Like if you need a buttload of steel, you better have like 6 or 7 furnaces or you're going to be waiting there for a long time. All right. Well, that's right. I need nails. Oh, wait, I don't know why I jumped down there. All right, we'll put that there. And then get this out of here. I don't like this. I want to put like something like in this center area here. I feel like these 3 should be together somehow. Maybe. Oh, and I need a cooking station set up. I know what I can do. Okay. What do I need for the cooking station? I need logs and 1 rope. Oh yeah, steamer ingots take a... Man, I hope they give us like an upgraded furnace. Because if we're going to be making like advanced stuff, like who knows what's next? Because, you know, there's like other types of ores and stuff that we're going to be using to make more advanced armors than ancient steamer armor. And how long are those going to take to smelt? So I hope they give us a furnace upgrade that's like a blast furnace or something. All right, so cooking station. All right. So here's what I'm going to put this like that. I'm going to put the cooking station here, but that's backwards. What? How do... Oh, I see. Okay, that's an optical illusion. And then I'm going to put... Which way is... I think that... Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then... I'm actually going to remove this. So then I can put... Actually, yeah, I'll just put those like that, and then I'll put 1 more there. So I can have 3. And then... I guess I could put the repair station here, or the crafting station, and then the repair station like so. And then... That'll work. Put that there. Where can we put the brave little tailor? We'll put him right there. Yeah.
actually. I'm going to put this here. And I want to put that there. And that goes there. And then I'm going to put this right here. Did I miss any? I think I got them all. I'm going to go get another furnace. Or craft another one. There we go. Oh, I know which one's missing. I'll put it up here, like in this corner here. The processing station. And I think I'll put... Yes, anyone, thank you. There's a bit of a lag. Apparently the lag is pretty big right now. I'm going to have to look into that. That's too long of a delay. Start putting up some trophies. Oh, yeah, I was going to try these thin iron bars. I have an idea with these anchors. I want to see how it looks. Although the lights will probably get in the way. What do you guys think? It's overkill. But I can put them here. That's out of the way. That's a little bit better, I think. Yeah? Yeah, that's a little bit better. You know what? I don't need that. That's overkill. It's not functional. Alright, you know what what I'm gonna do. Because, time is it? I want to take this thing out for a test flight. So I'm just going to quickly transfer everything over. I'm not going to sort anything. Just going to bring everything over. And we're just going to take off. I'm not taking the potions. I'm gonna switch these around because I don't want to deal with the stuff inside. Put that there. Put that there. And then right here, we're gonna put all these lovely fragments. Actually, no, we're gonna put the runes up here, but the fragments down below. Put this over here as well. All right, go get the money. Not going to take any of this stuff either. Not actually using it for anything. And we'll take these. Oh, I got 3 of these now. Oh, I forgot I had these. Guess I don't need them now. I'm gonna do that later. I promise I will do it. I'm not gonna do it now. I want to fly this thing. All right, let's put skulls up here. Anything out of there? No. Should take this stuff. I gotta come back for the... That's just for chests. Okay. Here, we're gonna put just the fancy gems. Nothing else. And their dusts. Down here, we're going to put this. Boss mob drops. Oh, that's right. That's there. All right. So. All right. That works. No, it doesn't. Take that out of there. I'm going to put that with the... Let's see, where do I want to put lights? Look at that. Check this out. This is how you do this. They just pop right off. See, now they don't pop off. There we go. Stairs. I'm actually going to put the blue dust over here because I get like a ton of blue dust. Another playthrough, I got like 7 stacks. Alright. I feel like I should put a light. It's 2 past that way, so we'll put it... Ugh, I can't put it there because the bird's in the way. Alright, we'll put it there for now. Maybe I'll move the bird over 1. At some point, I'll put the bear up here as well when I get one. Nope, I'm 1 short. Alright. I have to scrounge one up somewhere. I like this. I like this a lot. Alright. Let me just go and check that ship one more time. Oh, that's right. I need the wood and the fiber and stuff, like the basics. Okay, got all the wood over there. I don't see anything here that I need. Like, urgently. Let's don't go here. Like, I can always get more crib rock. I need that. Oh, yeah. My armor. Probably gonna need that. And then, where's my pirate outfit? I didn't have a pirate outfit, did I? That's right, I was wearing these on the outside. I still don't have a Wraith Lord helmet. Oh, I know what... Okay. You know what? I just realized something. Let me double check. I forgot to get all my alchemy stuff. I'm gonna get that stuff later. I don't need it right now. And all my, my saplings and stuff. I will take these. Those are important. I'm gonna leave these here. Back for them later. Ah, there's where all of these containers were that I was looking for. Don't need that one anymore. Don't need that anymore. But you know what? There is... I do need these. I'm gonna take all the stuff that makes healing potions. I don't imagine I'm gonna need to be making healing potions. But I'd rather have and not need. I did make some. Where did I put my potions? Oh yeah, and I'll need these as well. Oh, these are all the failed wooden gloves that I made. I was putting them in the grinder and I got bored and I'm like, you know what, I'll finish this later. Oh yeah, my lockpicks. Where did I put those? Yoink. Oh, I always like to carry a few of these with me. So that if I find a unique area, I have a, oh, that's right, all my steamer junk is on the other ship now. I have an extra cockpit and a couple extra engines. So that if I find a unique thing that I want to farm, I have, like, the basics to jury rig, like a really rudimentary ship. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Right here, this room right here is going to be there, there, and no, there. I don't think I have incubators yet, but when I do, they're going to go along the walls here, so I might have to remove these lights. We'll see. But this is going to be like my incubator area. I might have to rearrange some stuff. Man, I like how these ladders came out. Look at this. Yeah, I'll come back later for that stuff. Do that. Paper here. Put these over here. Where's my alchemy table? It's right there. All right. So then we'll put alchemy stuff like right here in the center. I want to keep. Hold on a sec. Got some fibers in here that I didn't flip over. Those don't go in there either. All right. We'll put these down here for now. Probably all of this is going to be alchemy right here. All 6 of these containers. Because there's a lot of alchemy stuff and more coming. I don't need multiple stacks of lockpicks. Put that over there. I also don't need multiple stacks of stick blocks. All right. Let's take her up. Now, I've never flown this thing before. Except for to move it a block or two. I'm going to have to do something about, to blend that stairs into the ship. Because just hanging out of the bottom, it looks like my landing gear didn't retract. Flight 1347, your landing gear is still deployed. Yeah, thanks, Tower. I know, it's stuck. There's nothing I can do about it. Alright, let's see. Let's get rid of this stuff. Oh, no. I forgot to put gas in the tank. I had 1 log in each engine. Because I was just doing little tiny incremental moves here and there. I didn't need fuel. I can't even see spawn anymore. Where's... Oh, my ship is gone. Look. There's a gas station right there. You're talking about miles away. There's a gas station right here. Look at this. That pit's got gas right at the bottom of it. And I got my hammer. And I didn't bring my... I didn't bring my pumps. My refineries. Oh, look, we got some fuel right here. Okay, okay. Let me go gas it up. Look at the sparkles. We're still moving. It's still moving forward. I prefer them that way. All right. Where did I put? Here we go. All right, refineries. And then I need a few pipes. That's plenty. It's like way more than enough. I don't know how fast I'm moving, so I don't know how far away I've gotten from... I can't even see it anymore. Yeah, these are all swamps. You at least got a Wraith Lord over here somewhere? Nope. Yeah. I didn't even have enough gas for all my engines. Okay. Oh, wait. We got wood. That was inappropriate. It's not what I meant. Okay. All right, all the engines have gas. Again, not what I meant. And the funny thing is my other ship has like a ton of fuel. No. No. There it is. I got 5,000 blocks away that quickly. All right. Let's do this.
I wish these creatures had a self-preservation instinct. They were like, man, I'm level 3 and this guy's level 40. You know what? I'm gonna take a 15-minute break. I'm gonna take a smoke break. All right. Oh, I don't have that one actually. Oh. Boom. Well, you got to be on the stairs, man. $12.93. Oof. Crappy bot. Boom. How did this thing explode up here? I wasn't anywhere near it. Whatever, I'm not going to complain. Miss me. Oh, yeah. I love doing that. When you can get a whole bunch of, especially if they're weak. So when one goes off, they all just start going like firecrackers. Oh, you think you're clever. You can dive down deep and then come back up. Specifically didn't want it facing me. There. There. That there. Put that there. We got furnace. We got furnace. Oh no, the furnace requires fuel. We gotta go chop down a tree. See, this tree's right here. This is why I think I could do 1,000 days on a poison island. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put that out on Monday. I'm gonna film it tomorrow, and then I'm gonna put it out on Monday. I think because those trees, they don't give the blue tainted wood, they give regular wood. So you can build a cooking station, you can build a crafting station,
Like, those are like the two most important ones. And because then from there, you can build... Look at this. It gave me regular forest wood planks, forest logs. I gotta scout out a good... Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll save that for my 1,000 subscriber special. What's in here? What's in your wallet? I already had one of those. God, this is so fast. I don't know how I'm going to get used to not having this when I play in any other playthrough. You know, one thing I didn't see in that sneak peek that I'm kind of disappointed by? I did not see server support. It said mod support, which is an important component of server support, which is why I'm not upset, because I know you got to do mods before you can do a server, because that way you can have things like, you know, build protection and like anti-griefing stuff and anti-cheating stuff. Because you're going to have a server, you have to have that stuff. Because otherwise people are going to be showing up with, like, flying hack. I guess in this game you don't really need flying hacks because you've got a flying ship already. But certainly would benefit from X-ray hacks. Actually, this game doesn't need that either because we've got the life scan. And finding boss mobs is really the only thing you need to X-ray for. I'm sure there's a way to cheat in this game. But like, no, we built all the cheats right in. That way you don't need a mod. It's just... all the cheats are just part of the vanilla game. Okay, I think everything's dead. Sulfur, copper, anything more interesting further down? Ugh. Go away. Oh, I see something glowing. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. I thought it was runolite, but then I was like, wait a minute, runolite doesn't glow. You gotta wonder, it's like, yeah, this... Oh, yeah, the scan arrow, too. You gotta wonder, like... the first time someone looked at a Runa land, they're like, hey, did you guys notice that this stone is just naturally growing with, like, words on it? Yeah, like, all these rocks, they just naturally have words in them. Is that normal? I don't think that's normal. Ooh, harvest. Okay. That's useful. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Why do I have this? I'm getting rid of that. Actually, did I have that? That might have been on my cosmetic tab instead of the wooden gloves. Alright, alright. We're doing some progress here. Okay, that is 10 per engine. Yeah, I'll never understand. Like, some cheats, like, you know, flipping over to creative mode real quick to give yourself, like, 500 iron ingots, so that, or, you know, 500 lead blocks, so that you can, like, build a ship made out of lead blocks. That I can kind of understand, because those things take forever to make. And if you want to make your whole ship out of it, like, it takes forever. But cheating in a game like this one, in combat related stuff, at that point, why are you even playing? Like, I can't imagine you're getting any enjoyment out of you know, running around in God mode, auto killing everything. That's gotta get boring and tedious after a while. Like, really super fast. And if you're doing that, you're probably going into creative mode and giving yourself all the uniques so you don't have to go look for them, which is like the whole point of the game. Keep seeing people talking about, can you guys make the super ultra rare mega powerful god killer weapon like really easy to find? Can I just start with it in my inventory? Oh, they're done. All right. Ah, I knew I was like, did I miss? I did miss. You thought you were safe. Ha ha ha. Is it safe? Can I come out? Oh my god. There, that's the one I was looking for. It's just like, oh, it's quiet now. It's safe. Comes out of his little shell. Just murder drops from the sky. Where did you even come from?
Oh, found a little more juice over here. All right. All right. Well, that's pumping. Let's, I wonder if you can grind any of this stuff. I know you can grind the wires to make copper wire. I bet some of it could be turned into steam or scrap metal. Anything at all? Nope, nothing down here. Do they now? I never thought to dig. I guess I should probably dig. Because and digging up the dirt gives you a few more drops of fuel too, doesn't it? I should dig. You know what? I'm going to go down here and dig. Did I don't have my shovel. Where's my shovel? Did I toss my shovel away somewhere? There you are. Come here, sir. Now I just got to figure out. I got to label these. You know what? I'm just going to do this for now. I don't see anything in here that I need right now. Not all of them will go deeper, but some do. Huh. Well, like I said, it doesn't hurt to check. I got time to kill anyway while I'm waiting for the other pump to work, so. Is it on this end? The other cool thing about this design is that having these doors here, I can just walk up onto the top of this thing, and it's all like slabs and stairs. So it's really easy to walk up. Well, nope. It looks like that's the bottom of the pit. It was too deep. And I overshot. Again. All right, and it looks like my dirt is glitching out again. So, you know what? I think this is a good stopping point. A little after 9. Had a good run of it today. Finished the ship. Killed a few steamers. I think, unless I find one like in the neighborhood here right away, I think I'm gonna start off next episode with or do you guys want to see me do the speedrun challenge? Oh yeah, yeah. You know what? I'll start the next episode with the iron bars, and then I'll go look for a Wraith Lord to get the helmet. That's my quest. But yeah, I think this came out pretty solid. Anyway, thanks for checking out my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.